What's up, everybody? How are you all doing? I'm doing alright. Uh, so, as you should already know, this week's topic is: has our transition hindered or helped us in our lives? Whether that be hindering us and it turning out to be a good thing in the end, or helping us, or vice versa, it being bad, it being good, whatever that may be. So, my transition is a little bit complicated. You see, I am super, super, super grateful that I've had this experience and that I am able to say that I made it and that this is the most amazing thing I've ever done, and I'm so proud and happy to finally be who I know that I'm supposed to be. But there have been a lot of things that either I didn't expect because nobody talks about, or that have really put kind of like a damper on things. So, transitioning. It is a windy, bumpy road that I don't think anybody's ever truly prepared for, because there are bumps and obstacles that we don't even know are going to be there. And so when I started transitioning, it was really smooth. It was very smooth at the beginning. Coming out to people obviously is never too easy, but being from a relatively small area where everybody knows everybody, transitioning has kind of hindered me in that sense. Everybody knew me prior to transitioning, so it really makes it difficult for people that I don't see or speak to on a regular basis. When I do see or speak to them, it makes it very, very difficult for them to use my name and pronouns correctly because they are so used to my dead name and pronouns. And that makes it very, very hard for me, because as much as I don't want it to have an impact on me, it still does, and it's like a knife in the heart. And I know that I pass on a regular basis and that I'm presenting mail and it doesn't happen as often as it could, and that a lot of people have it worse than I do. However, it still really, really bothers me, and I've been trying to figure out ways to get it to not be so bothersome for me, but I haven't found any that really work. And so if you have any ideas on how I can fix that, please let me know, because that's something that I've kind of been struggling with a little bit recently. Another thing that has hindered me is I finally got all the money for top surgery and I got everything done, and I am super, super happy with my results. I am so super happy with my results. They are fantastic. And I don't have scarring, so people won't know. And so that has helped me and hindered me in some ways. So it has helped me because my dysphoria is very minimal now. It has moved to other areas that I've noticed, and it's been migrating more recently than it has since surgery, so I'm keeping an eye on that. But it has hindered me because now I appear to be a cis male. I am in a heterosexual relationship, and I don't have any scarring. So I'm really nervous for Pride. I'm really nervous for situations where I'm around people in the community who just assume that I'm a cis straight man who is invading the spaces meant for LGBTQ plus folk. And that kind of bothers me a lot because for some reason we forget that straight trans men exist and that they're prevalent and that not all trans men have scarring, and not it's kind of a difficult line that I'm walking right now because I don't feel like I fit into the community because I am so heterosexually cisgender passing, and it makes me upset because this community is something that really helped me get through the darkest of my times, and I don't want to leave that community, and I don't want to be forced out just because of the way things appear. I definitely think this has helped me in more ways than one, but I really want to talk about the things that have really hindered me because I don't know. I don't talk about them a lot, and this is my time to vent. So I think it has also hindered me a little bit because prior to transitioning, I was in a very, very dark place mentally for probably like 4 to 6-ish years. And when I came out of that darkish hole, I really isolated myself from people. And so, like, the friends that I had, some stayed, some left. Some are still, like, figments in my life, but not at the level that they were. And so I kind of have a hard time with that because I don't know. I just don't feel as connected to people as I once did, and I don't feel the urge to start like new relationships with people and maintain friendships and stuff like that because it's so much energy and so much work, and I'm still trying to get to the other end of that dark hole, and so I don't want to put energy that I can't put back into myself into something that's gonna consume it. I also think that this has in a way hindered me, and in a way it's helped me. So due to me being passing and everything, guys now feel like this newfound like we're bros immediately, and that's helped me be more comfortable around dudes. And open up, but it also made me realize how much I really haven't been friends, like close friends with dudes since I was in like middle school. And so that's kind of weird for me. It's weird going into that because I've been afraid of men for a little while now because of things that have happened in my past, and now to be in the same areas as them all the time, it kind of freaks me out, but it helped me kind of get over that fear a little bit, but it also helped me become more comfortable in that situation and learn how to talk to men because it's different than when you're talking to women. And so that's something that I didn't really take into consideration that it would change. Another thing is that all of my sizes and just about everything have changed. Pants, shirts, shoes, sweatshirts, everything has changed. And that sucks. Because, I mean, it sucks in one way, but also is good in another, because it means I got broader and I put more muscle on and things like that. But I have to go buy all new stuff. And it's ridiculous. It has helped me, though. It's helped me become more confident in myself. It's helped me really solidify the beliefs that I have and to stick up for what I believe in and what I think is right and to fight for the little guy. And it really has, this whole transition has really helped me try to really understand what somebody's going through the nonverbal expressions that people are giving, because people don't always outwardly say what they're thinking. And I think this is something that we really need to focus on in this day and age right now, especially with all of these celebrities that are being found of having killed themselves. I think that we don't take into consideration the fact that people don't always ask for help because of the way people make them feel about asking for help, and the way asking for help is perceived as weakness. And so I never asked for help. I never did. And I was so close to killing myself so many times that if it wasn't for people around me or just time not stopping or feeling like it had stopped, I don't think I would have survived. I really, truly don't. And so I think that's probably the biggest thing that it's helped me do, is to realize that everybody's fighting a battle every single day, and that things you say and think and do towards other people, even people you don't know, have an impact on them every single day. And everything that you do has an impact on somebody, even if it's a complete stranger and they overhear a conversation that you're having. The words that you say and the things that you're talking about and all of those things can be life-changing. And it's helped my compassion and empathy for understanding situations that I'm not familiar with, and it's really helped me to become more versed in things that I don't know and things that I'm not 100% on. And I think that's a really good thing that this has brought me. And it's brought me a ton of followers, and it's brought me a ton of people who don't really know much about this, who have reached out to me to try to learn, or they know somebody that's going through something, and the first thing they do is message me and ask if they can give my contact information out to people so I can help talk them through or listen to them or help them vent or figure out how they're feeling or what the steps are to start the transition or whatever it is. And I love that part of this. I love being able to be that person for people that I didn't have when I was going through this. I love that people I know who may not agree, who may not understand completely what this whole thing is, I love that when people confide in them and tell them things about their lives and something that serious, that the first thing they do is think about me and how I can help that person. And that really makes me feel really good, because that makes me feel like all of this was worth it. And all of this didn't turn me into a bad person or didn't give me bad morals or anything of that sort, because if it did, these people wouldn't be reaching out to me to try to help other people, because I'd be a wreck. And so that's something that I really take and hold dear to my heart, because that means people don't think I'm an idiot. And I guess I'm not doing half bad, even though sometimes I feel like I'm stuck. So I just want to say that this ride isn't over, and I'm super excited to see what comes next. It could be bad, it could be good, there could be a mix of both in the middle, and I'm excited. I hope that you guys all stick around to see where your journey takes you. And if you ever need anybody to talk to, my door's always open. Any of the brothers are always open. Our DM is always open. My personal DM is always open. And I will link the phone numbers to the suicide prevention hotline, the trans hotline, and all of those things down below, because I think that we really need to tackle this stigma on mental health, and I think that our mental health is the most important. And so please, if you need help, if you're struggling and you think that nobody cares, I care. I see you. Your feelings, your emotions, everything is valid, and don't think that you're alone, because you're not. And I would love to hear from you, and I would love to have a conversation with you, and I think the world would really be done a disservice if you weren't in it. I hope you guys keep a smile on your face. Try your hardest to smile, even through the rough times, because your body will really, really appreciate that. And be nice to people. Being nice to people is the most underrated thing that you could possibly get and give and do, and we take it for granted sometimes. Be nice to people, even if they disagree with you. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, a great next week, and I will see you next Friday.